Hey guys, how you doing today? Mark here, and today we're going to make something that's brand new to us. We've never had this. I mean, it's new. It's just a different spin on it, okay? And this is a, what do they call it? A spaghetti Philly, I think is what they called it. So it's really easy, okay? 1 pound of spaghetti noodles. This is 3 pounds of beef, but I'm only going to use 2. 2 jars of your favorite spaghetti sauce. You can even make your own if you wanted to. About 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. You can use fresh grated if you want, but I've got this around, so I'm just going to use it. And then the secret ingredient to this spaghetti Philly is Philadelphia cream cheese, an 8-ounce box. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to brown off the hamburger, drain it. We're going to mix in the sauce and put in the Philly, and then we're just going to kind of slowly melt this down while the pasta noodles are boiling away. Let's get into it. Okay, so I got my pot of water here. I'm gonna set it on a burner, get that going on high heat, just get it up to the boil point. Then in here, got my saute skillet. Put that on high. I'm gonna cut out 2 pounds. So that's about 2 pounds. I'm just going to start breaking this up. Okay, so we're just going to keep on cooking this off until it's completely browned. And in the meantime, I'm going to put the rest of the hamburger away. Okay, this is just about fully cooked through. I'm only seeing little small pieces of pink in here. So it's just about done. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to drain the hamburger, but I don't want all that grease going down my drain and clogging it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put an empty bowl underneath my colander, and that will catch the vast majority of the hamburger grease. Won't catch all of it, but the vast majority of it. All right, I'm going to turn that burner off for now. Okay. Going to just let that drain for a moment. I'm going to put the spaghetti sauce in the pan. Jar number 2. All right, I think the hamburger is drained off good enough. Add that back into the sauce. I am going to reuse the strainer when the noodles are done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our Philadelphia cream cheese. This is why it's called Spaghetti Philly. Now it will help to melt the cream cheese if you portion it out a little bit. So yeah, I'm just making about 1/2-inch slices. Yeah, good enough. Okay, I'm going to turn this onto a medium-low heat. I want it to bring up to a simmer, but I don't want to do it too quickly either. I don't want it to come to a rolling boil. I want that Philly cheese to have time to melt. Okay. Now I'm just going to put a lid on that and let that warm up. All right, so technically my sauce is pretty much done. At the end, we'll add the 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And looks like my water is starting to steam. So I'm sure it'll be coming up to a boil here pretty soon. All right, got my noodles ready for when that water starts boiling. Get my pasta fork, pasta spoon, pasta, I don't know, what do you guys call this thing? Pasta spoon, pasta fork, pasta ladle? I don't know. I call it a pasta fork. Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, hey, check it out, guys. My water's boiling. All right, let's just dump the noodles in. If you don't like whole noodles, you know, you can break them apart if you want, but I don't need to do that. All right, so now you just boil off the noodles per the instructions on your box. Usually it's about 7 to 10 minutes. Keep stirring so the noodles don't stick together. Usually all I do is go about halfway, grab some noodles, bring it over the top, go back in, grab some noodles, bring it in over the top. That's typically all I do for stirring. You know, I'm not sitting there going around and around like that or anything. Okay, I'm going to turn that down a wee little bit. Turn it down to a medium high. It'll maintain that boil, but hopefully it won't boil over, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to stop stirring that for a little bit. I want to come check on this. Oh yeah, simmering nicely. Cream cheese is starting to break down just a little. This ought to be really good. Got a nice creamy tomato sauce. That's gonna be nice. Gonna be just, you know, something different from the standard spaghetti. You know, just throw in a block of cream cheese, you know, really change it up. All right, put the lid back on that. Let's stir these noodles a little bit more. Okay, noodles are probably maybe halfway done now. Go back over here. Turn the heat up just a little bit. God, that looks really good. Okay, let's go back to the noodles and just keep stirring. For some reason, I don't know why, but I just like to stir spaghetti noodles almost consistently. But that's just me. You know, if you don't feel like doing it, you don't have to. But I guess I just like knowing that I'm looking at the noodles, knowing that they're not sticking together, they're not, you know, sticking to the bottom of the pot. You know, I keep on working it and keep on moving them. But again, that's just me. Now, if you don't mind scraping spaghetti off the bottom of the pot when you do your dishes, then don't stir it. Holy cow. I stirred it and it just like bubbled all of a sudden. So, okay, that's looking really good. It's almost looks like a tomato bisque. It really looks creamy. It looks amazing. All right, let's see how these noodles are doing. See if I can drain some. A little bit of a raw flavor yet, so I'm going to let them keep going. Just maybe 2 more minutes. Okay, let's give it another shot here. That's better. That is definitely better. All right. Turn that off. I'm going to turn my sauce off because I know that that's done. I'm going to strain my noodles now. So the reason I do it this way is because that dish that I had in there collected all that grease from the burger, and now I poured boiling water on it, diluting it down, liquefying that grease so it can flow nice and easy down the drain. All right, put the noodles back in the pot, and now I'm going to dump all this beautiful sauce over the spaghetti, scraping down the pan, get it all in there. All right, go back to my pasta fork here and just mix it all up. Look at that nice creamy sauce. Wow. Very liquidous. It'll probably tighten up as it sits and cools down as well. But let's make sure that it's all in the noodles. Make sure everything's covered and coated. Now what I want to do is I want to pour in about 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese just went in. Of course, you can add more once it's on your plate. That looks good, guys. That looks real good right there. Okay, let's dish up. And again, give everything a stir. And got myself a good size bowl plate. You know what? I'm going to go for a little bit more, trying to reach down and grab some of that sauce, which is hard because, well, there's a big hole in the spoon. Sprinkle on a little more Parmesan cheese. There you go, guys. How's that? Spaghetti Philly. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go, guys. Spaghetti Philly. Wow. That Philly cheese just adds such a richness to the sauce. It's amazing. You know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to record this or not because I wasn't sure how it was going to taste. You know, normally I like to make a dish first, sample it, and see how it goes. But this was like, hey, I'll just throw it together real quick and see how it goes. This is really good. I'm glad I did this one. It's almost got a like a chili mac aroma. If you make your own chili mac, macaroni and cheese, Velveeta, and hamburger with some tomato in it, and that's basically what this is. But this is better. All right, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I will see you on the road. Probably about 5 pounds heavier. Bye, guys.